There are a few books, Neetishatakam. Take. Ready? Okay. Vishwamavachimam prasuptam sanjeevayattakilashaktiharasvadhamna अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः नीतिश्चाविव्रताः सत्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम्. So we were discussing the nature of the lofty-minded people, and we covered up to 36 verses. So we move on further. Yadacetanopi padais prishtaha Yadacetanopi padais prajvalati saviturinakaantaha tattejasvi purushaha Parakrita nikritim katham sahate. So this verse, as you can easily realize, is in Aryavratam. Yad achetanopi padais prishtaha prajvalati savitu rinakantaha. The word padaihi has to be understood in two ways. Achetanopi padaihi sprishtaha. So it is a kind of special usage where he wants to convey that even inanimate objects, if they are ignored, get sort of insulted. So what to speak of people who are lofty minded and who are valorous, when they are insulted, get anger. So that is the kind of message that he wants to convey. Lofty minded people, generally you may think that they have to be sort of forgiving, and where is the question of themselves getting anger? So this could be a question that one may think of. See, here the example that is given is Savituhu padaihi sprishtaha. Padaihi here refers to kiranaihi. So Savituhu kiranaihi sprishtaha inakantaha. Ina shabdaha Suryavachakaha. Ina means sun. Inakanta. See, in the literature you will find two kinds of stones at least described. One is this Chandrakanta, the other is Suryakanta. So they are inanimate objects. So this inanimate Suryakanta, stone, the moment the sun's rays fall upon it, so it starts reflecting, and as a result of it you will feel as if there is a sort of fire. So when you see in the sunlight, blazing sun, so even if a glass reflects, so it will seem as if your eyes is burnt. So that is the kind of simile that he is giving. Achetanopi inakantaha savituhu padaihi sprishtaha prajvalati. See, it seems as if it is emanating fire, glows. Tattejasvi purushaha. So now when we think of Tejasvi Purushaha, a valorous person. So Tejasvi here refers to the one who has power, the one who has strength in order to reciprocate to the insult that has been caused to him. You understand? So, tat tejasvi purushaha parakrita nikritim katham sahate. How is it that he can put up with the insult that has been caused by others? Now, here tejasvi purushaha, normally they won't put up with insult. So that is the kind of message that he wants to give. The poet wants to give that you are not supposed to insult people who have some position, who have some power, and the outcome of it is something which you may have to face, which will be completely undesirable. So that is the message that he wants to give. As you see this Inakanta stone, you may burn your eyes. So too, if you sort of insult people in power who have valor, then you will be at loss. So that is the message that he wants to give. Here one may think Tejasvi can refer to, see, even people who are great seers, they are also Tejasvi Purushas. Okay. So if you think of various sages which have been described in various Puranas, so they are also Tejasvi Purushaha. Okay, Vishwamitra, so various other rishis, Vasishtha. So now you think of this Vasishtha. So Vasishtha is a Tejasvi Purusha, and he is also a forbearing. Okay, so Kshamavan api. So there are Durvasas who are not Kshamavan, there are Vasishthas who are Kshamavan Purusha. But whether, see, even for instance, you can think of the story of Sagaraputra and Kapila. So these people, they went and blamed Kapila, right? The Sagaraputra, you have stolen the horse. See, it is not that this person wanted to really burn them out, but then this insult which was done by them itself gets reciprocated and they are burnt into ashes. See, Nikritim katham sahate, it is not necessarily the action on the part of Tejasvi Purusha, but because they are Tejasvi Purushas, see, it is not that the stone wants to, see, burn the other fellow's eyes. You understand? So the very fact that it has that power means that you have to be extremely careful in dealing with them. So that is the message that the poet wants to give. It's a beautiful message. Read. Yadachetanopi padai sprishtaha prajvalati saviturinnakantaha tat tejasvi purushaha parakrita nikritim katham sahate. Simhashishurapi nipatati Madamalina kapola bhittishu gajeshu Prakritiriyam sattvatam Nakhalu vayastejaso hetuhu. Here again he wants to convey the message, almost the same message. If it is a Tejasvi Purusha, it doesn't matter what their age is, what their clan is. So Prakritiriyam Sattvatam Nakhalu Vayaha Tejaso Hetuhu. So whether, see, for instance, so he may be a very highly learned person and a person who has observed lots of austerities, and thereby he has acquired lot of powers. So he may be just 20 years old, 25 years old, and you may be 75 years old. What is to be respected is the quality, the virtue, the power that he has gained. So therefore, you should not just consider Vaya alone in order to pay respect. So he is saying, Simha Shishura Vinipatati. He gives this message through a beautiful example. Shishurapi Simha, even if it is a cub of the lion, so it will nipatati, it will pounce upon the elephant. Mada malina kapola bhitti shugajeshu. Where will it pounce upon? See, the quality of the lion cub will not be very different from the lion. So if the lion pounces upon the temples, okay, kapola bhittishu gajeshu, It will just pounce upon there and then it will try to shatter it apart. Okay. Madamalina, he is saying Madamalina. It means Ratti. See, Madena Malinam. See, so it has become dirty because of the rut which has got emanated from the elephant. So therefore he says Madamalina Kapola Bhittishu. It is like a bhitti, basically means a wall. So here it is a sort of platform on the forehead, so on the temples of the elephant. It will pounce upon and then try to split it apart. Therefore he says Prakritiriyam Sattvatam. Sattvatam yam Prakritihi. The Sattvam can be considered, as it was described in the previous verse, any kind of power, strength, valor, etc. etc. See, Prakritiriyam Sattvatam. It is in the nature of the Sattvavan. See, Sattva is Balam, Sattvam is Balam, Sattvam is Sattva Gunam. See, so if you think of the lofty minded people, it is Sattva Guna. So if you think of these valorous animals, so it is the Bala that they have. Okay. Prakritiriyam Sattvavataham na khalu vayaha tejaso hetuhu. See, it is not necessary that the age which matters. Okay. Read. Adi Shankara. See, Prakritiriyam Sattvavataham. Not only Adi Shankara. See, there are various, all great people, Vivekananda. See. Prakritiriyam Sattvavataham na khalu vayastejaso hetuhu. So Adi Shankara, you have so many episodes. See, at the age of 8, when he meets this Govinda Bhagavad Pada, he is able to outpour this Dasashloki. So what more is required? The essence of Vedanta just outpours from his mouth. Read. Simhashishurapi nipatati madamalina kapola bhittishu gajeshu prakritiriyam sattvavataham na khalu vayastejaso hetuhu. In fact, there is a beautiful verse. Gunaf pujasthanam gunishu nachalingam nachavayaha. So this is how it ends. So we have this kavya Uttara Ramacharitam. See, Uttare Ramacharite. Have you not heard this? Uttare Ramacharite Bhavabhutir Vishishyate. So compared to all other poets, this Uttara Ramacharita, in his Uttara Ramacharita, Bhavabhuti has composed several pieces of literature. So in Uttara Ramacharita, it is said Bhavabhutihi Vishishyate. So he comes out. Okay. So specially. So there, while describing Sita, so this Anasuya, I think she presents her gunas. And then she finally says, Gunaha Pujasthana. When you go and meet Sita, so though you are old, so don't think that she is much younger to you. And therefore you need not pay respects to her. Okay. So the message is, Gunaha Pujasthanam Gunishu. See, the reason for respecting the other person is the virtue that you find in the other person. The virtue can be in terms of learning, that can be in terms of generosity, so that can be in terms of any other thing that you can think of. Okay, the skills that he has developed. So, Tatu Pujasthanam, that is what is respected. Okay. Gunaf Pujasthanam Gunishu Nachalingam Nachavayaha. So that is how it concludes. So similarly he says, Nakhalu Vayas Tejaso Hetuhu. Read once again. Simhashishurapi nipatati madamalina kapola bhittishu gajeshu prakritiriyam sattvavataham nakhalu vayas tejaso hetuhu. Then Jatiryaturasatalam Gunaganayistatrapyadhogam yatam Gunaganayistatrapyadhogam yatam Gunaganayistatrapyadhogam. We have one more copy. Sheelam Shailatatat Patatvabhijanaha Sheelam Shailatatat Patatvabhijanaha Sandahyatam Vanhina. Shauryam Shaurye Vairini Vajramashu Nipatatu. Shaurye Vairini Vajramashu Nipatatu. Shaurye Vairini Vajramashu Nipatatu. Arthostu nah kevalam. Yenaikena vina gunas trinalavaprayaha. Yenaikena vina gunas trinalavaprayaha. Yenaikena vina gunas trinalavapraya samasta ime. So from here, so Bhartrihari starts praising the power that money enjoys in the world, or rather in this verse particularly he seems to present what people do, what people do or what people do not do for the sake of money. What people do not do for the sake of money. So the kind of moha that people have, so makes them lose so all the discriminative power, and they indulge themselves in all kinds of activities, despicable activities, so they get into. So that is what he is trying to say here. Jatiryatu rasatalam. So when they sort of get into this mode of gaining more and more and more money, then they really engage themselves in activities which are absolutely despicable. I remember normally we find people having some sort of respect for their tradition, for their clan, for the high pedigree in which they are born, all that. But when this person is turning greedy, that he has been under the spell of money, he doesn't care for any of them. I have seen these examples during my visits abroad, as well as people who have come from those countries. So it can be either due to their lack of discriminative power as to what they should engage in and what they should value in their life, or maybe they are just simply washed away by the crowd. So one doesn't know, but it has happened. So one fellow, I think I went to one of these very interesting places in Europe. I don't remember exactly whether it is Brussels or somewhere. So I had been there, and one person came to me and introduced himself as we were traveling in a bus. So we were traveling in a bus in order to go to some seashore which is visited by a lot of people. I had been there, and as we were conversing, I asked, he seemed to be an Indian, I asked, so what is it that you are doing here, how did you come here and all that. So he said that he is basically from Punjab and he is a Singh. So normally these people, they have this turban and all that, so they have some respect for their tradition. So this was not there. Then I said, why did you drop all this? So he said, I had to find my way into this country, and therefore I had to change all my attire. So he had to shave this. He has to leave everything in India and go over there without even having passport. So this fellow was saying, and for that he had to transform himself, hide himself in various ways, choose some route and then go there. Having gone there also, so he is a sort of immigrant staying somewhere without knowing, without disclosing that he is from India. If he is caught any day, he can be expelled. And the kind of activity which he was engaging in was all the more despicable. He said that when young boys and girls, so teenagers, they come and spend some time late night, so they want to have some drinks, so I will go and provide them drinks. So these intoxicating drinks, so by selling them one bottle, I will have some €1, and that is my earning. So this is the kind of level to which people stoop down. So it is. Then I asked him, don't you have any profession in your native place? He has, but he says, if you want more money, we have to do all these kinds of things. So don't you have respect for your tradition? Why do you want to stoop down to this level? It is not that he does not have earning, but he has gone down to that level. There are others also, whom one can quote, that in spite of having, there is a certain greed, and therefore you go to other places where you cannot live the way you would like to live, you cannot practice your own cultural activities. So then also you want to live and you want to earn. Anyway, so that is what he is trying to say. Jatiryatu rasatalam. So you are a high-born person. What is your caste? So why are you engaging yourself into these kinds of activities? Let it go to nether world. I don't care. Jatiryatu rasatalam. Then he says, Gunaganais tatrapi adhogam yatam. Gunaganaihi tatrapi adhogam yatam. Tatrapi means even in the nether. Let it go even below that. Understand? So you had some good qualities. Gunaganaha ye tvai asan. So let them go. So what is there? So my lakshya is that Trinalava Praya Enikena Vina. See, Arthostunah Kevalam. See, in the third quarter he says, Sheelam Shailatatat Padatu. See, Sheelam, the character that you had, Shailatatat Padatu. No, this is happening. See, because there are places where the women have to sell themselves. Why? If they have to have their job secured, so they have to sell. So character is gone. Shailatatat Patatu. Patatu means let it slide down. You understand? Shailatatat from the top of the hill. Patatu, it will keep on slowly sliding down. Sheelam Shailatatat Patatu. Abhijanaha Sandahyatam Vanhina. Abhijanaha is high pedigree. Okay. Sandahyatam Vanhina. May it be burnt. Okay. I don't care. Shaurye Vairini Vajramashu Nipatatu. Shaurye Vairini Vajram Ashu. Vajram is this thunderbolt. So may that. See, if you have some valor. I heard, see, valorous people, recently I read one interesting mail where the person, so he is a Gurkha, so see, now we remember this Nepal, the Gurkha, so he fought almost 8 people single-handedly. He was a soldier as he was travelling in a train. Okay. So the point was, apparently a few robbers came into the train. And they realized that he was a Gurkha and he had something. And they said, so we want to do something here. Okay. So let us do. So we will give you some money. But this fellow said, okay, come what may, even if I die, I am not going to let you do this. See, that is what this really high-born people who have good character, who are noble in nature, they will behave. So on the other hand, if the other fellow is there, so I should exhibit my valor. See, on the other hand, if you are really trapped into the greed of money, so then you will leave all this. See, may the thunderbolt fall on the valor. Okay. Nipatatu arthostu nah kevalam yenaikena vina gunasthanalava prayas samasta ime. Gunaha samastaha ime trinalava prayaha. I mean, he is trying to describe how the world is. Okay. So if the artha were to be there, then people will be praising. See, you are Indra, you are Chandra. So you have all gunas, you have this, that, you have that. He is a highly valorous person, highly intelligent person. So all that will be said. So without that, so people are not respected. So in a despair, he is saying, see, so this is what people generally tend to do, which means one should not do. That is the kind of message. Jatir yaturasatalam gunaganis-tatrapyadhogam yatam sheelam shailatatat patatvabhijanaha sandahyatam vanhina shaurye vairini vajramashu nipatatu arthostu nah kevalam yenaikena vina gunastrinarava ayas samasta ime. This shaurye vairini can be even thought of the other way. See, suppose you have a person who is really valorous and whose existence in this world will benefit this world. See, this is what happened in India when the other rulers took over India, these Mughal rulers. Some of these idiots, really valorous kings were there. These Durmantris, some of them. So, Shaurye Vairini Vajramashu Nipatatu. You understand? So, they showed the tricks by which he can be captured. So, Vairini Shaur, see, Vairini means enemy. Paraspara, enemy, see, Dvesha, if it is there. So, though he is sort of valorous, may the thunderbolt fall upon him. What I want is only money. Understand? Shaurye Vairini Vajramasu Nipatatu Arthostu nah keval. We want only money. Understand? So that is how things are. Next, Tanindriyanya Vikalani Tadeva Nama. Tanindriyanya Vikalani Tadeva Nama. Sa buddhira pratihata vachanam tadeva. Sa buddhira pratihata vachanam arthoshmana virahitah purushasya. What is the pata? Kshanena. Arthoshmana virahitah purushah kshanena. Then sopyanya eva bhavati iti vichitrametat. Bhavati iti vichitrametat. So this is a very interesting statement. I mean, here we have a different patha. Arthoshmana virahitaha purushaha sayeva sopyanyeva bhavati iti vichitrametat. See, what happens is, so sometimes when people get money, so they completely get themselves lost in various ways. You understand? Sopyanyeva bhavati, I have seen that very, very nice boy. So this boy So when I was in school days or just college days, I used to teach the stotras to some children, okay, in my house. I remember this. So this boy was normally well behaving and all that, so very interested in spiritual activities and all. Then later, so he studied somewhere and he got some good job, and then he completely got transformed. So he became a drunkard fellow. He gave himself completely into all kinds of habits, okay, undesirable habits. So it is basically this money, tanindriyanya vikalani. So he is saying he is the same fellow, okay, but this sahacharya, okay, and not knowing what to do, okay, with the wealth, he spoiled himself. Anyway, so one has to be extremely careful. So he is saying tanindriyanya vikalani tadeva nama sabuddhihi apratihata vachanam tadeva arthoshmana virahitaha purushaha sayeva sopyannayeva bhavati iti vichitrametat. See, this is one aspect. The other aspect is, so sometimes this also happens. When you are, I think there is a nice sloka where you fall, 4 things when they slip. I don't get it. Anyway, see, tanindriyanya vikalani tadeva nama sabuddhihi apratihata vachanam tadeva. So suppose you think of a person, okay, who is very rich, and because of that, the moment he looks at somebody, they will immediately come to him. The moment he presses some button, there will be 10 fellows who will be coming to his office. So the same indriyas this person has. For some reason, suppose he loses all things. This happened recently. I know someone who really rose, okay, he was a sort of lawyer and really rose very high, okay, and really a palatial house in Mylapore he could build in very recent times, and something happened at some stage. He had to lose all that, okay, he got trapped himself into something, not necessarily because of negative habits. Something happened, okay, in the business, so he had to lose everything. Now nobody cares. So therefore you can think of this arthoshma when it was there. So a lot of people came to him and bent down. So now he has the same indriyas, tanindriyani avikalani. He has not lost his indriyas. Tadeva nama, he is the same person. Sabuddhihi apratihata vachanam tadeva. So whatever he could do earlier, he could still do. Whether he has money or not, he was able to provide the same advice, but nobody cares for him now. So that's what he is saying. Artha ushmana virahitaha purushaha sayeva kshanena. See, kshanena sopyanneva bhavati iti vichitrametati. Okay, arthoshmana, ushma means heat, the heat that is generated. Tanindriyanya vikalani tadeva nama sabuddhira pratihata vachanam tadeva arthoshmana virahitah purushaha kshanena sopyanneva bhavati iti vichitramet. So this can be, I mean, this can be understood in 2 ways. One is so rising, the other is falling. Okay, here he is talking about virahitaha. Okay, so when he is devoid of. So in order to explain the power that the money enjoys, he is composing a few verses. So it is to be understood in that light. Arthoshmana virahitaha purushaha kshanetra. Om सर्वे सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ